And I think agile work process is a good bridge to the next topic, because what I wanted to talk to you now is actually the product development life cycle. Because I think what most traditional IT project managers or software developers are most comfortable with or most familiar with is what we call the waterfall process, what you can see here on the left-hand side. Basically, the idea behind waterfall is to minimize risk. It comes from a world where software development was even more expensive than it is today. It took a very long time. So they wanted to make sure that whatever requirements are set, they don't change, because it would be very costly that during development, whenever there needs to be a change, so they just wanted to make sure everything is set. So it could only go from one phase to the next, for example, from requirements to design. Once a lot of people had signed off on it, it was and all the requirements were completely finished and completely set. Then the design phase would start, and it could only go into development once the complete design is done and it has run through multiple phases of iteration. So on the one hand, it makes everything extremely efficient once the phase has started. So once the requirement phase is done, the designers don't have any question anymore. They can theoretically execute it super fast, and same for the development. They shouldn't have any questions anymore because everything is documented, everything is there. But what people found is that after when you think of a software project, you have to define everything. So you need to build a complete software project. That can take years, at least months. And what people found is that once it was delivered, then either the requirements had actually changed, like either the company suddenly is in a completely different competitive space, they pivoted, or their competitors did something else, or maybe they actually made a mistake in the requirements gathering, and then the end solution is not fitting and it's not being adopted. So a whole lot of money was wasted. And this is where then the idea of Agile came in. A bunch of software developers, US-based software developers, they were so frustrated with the state of software development that they went into a cottage, locked them in, and came out with a way to do it better. They held like a symposium to come up with this idea of Agile. They wrote something which is called an Agile manifesto, which in very few sentences accurately describes of how modern software development should be. And I visualized it kind of in this cycle here on the right.